Research indicates a heightened likelihood of suicidal thoughts and attempts among individuals with ADHD. More than half of adolescents with ADHD report suicidal ideation. Over a third of adults also report these thoughts. Approximately 10% of adolescents and 16% of adults with ADHD report at least one suicide attempt. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Did I just overwhelm you with all these stats and facts? Imagine how someone with ADHD feels. ADHD should be taken more seriously since it makes learning hard, the media has desensitized us, and finally, it could lead to self-harm and suicide. First, many who have attention deficit hyperactivity disorder start school without being diagnosed, which is detrimental to their learning. Since ADHD can affect a student's ability to focus, pay attention, listen, or even put effort into schoolwork. In many cases, ADHD also exists alongside other learning disabilities, creating even more academic challenges. These difficulties often continue into adulthood. ADHD can affect one's career, not just education. Since interest can't be sustained for long, especially without treatment, it renders keeping a job and learning strenuous. Tracking details, remembering information, and listening all require immense effort. Many also experience ADHD paralysis. This is when they feel mentally or physically frozen and unable to start, continue, or complete tasks even when they want to. Second, the media and pop culture often portray ADHD as trivial or humorous, reinforcing the idea that it is not serious. A character's distraction is frequently played for laughs, while procrastination and forgetfulness are judged as laziness, irresponsibility, or not trying hard enough. As a result, many with ADHD will mask their symptoms. Girls and females are more likely to develop compensatory behaviors, which helps explain why they are diagnosed less frequently than males. Those with a diagnosis may spend so much time trying to blend in, they feel cut off from who they truly are under the mask. Masking takes enormous emotional energy and could lead to low self-esteem, imposter syndrome. Many individuals magnify their failures and dismiss their achievements, believing that if something isn't perfect, then it is seen as another failure, adding to a sense of personal worthlessness. Finally, females with ADHD are at a higher risk of self-harm than males, with the exception of completed suicide, which is higher in males. Long-term studies show that females are at a significantly elevated risk of non-suicidal self-injury and suicide attempts into young adulthood. Even when accounting for other mental health conditions and social factors, those with ADHD still had a 56% higher chance of attempting suicide than those without. Men often externalize their struggles through risky or impulsive behavior, making suicide attempts more sudden and lethal. Ultimately, ADHD is a condition that must be taken seriously. Learning is harder, the media minimizes it, and the consequences can be devastating. Taking ADHD seriously can save lives, and that alone is worth fighting for. Thank you.